Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Hope I'm audible. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me continue. See, in previous lecture, we continued with the properties of beta function. These are the different properties of beta function. Beta function is written as integration from 0 to 1 x raised to m minus 1 1 minus x raised to n minus 1 dx, where m and r greater than 0. Then the beta function can be written in two different forms, right? So second one is beta mn equal to 2 times integration from 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to 2m minus 1 theta cos raised to 2n minus 1 theta d theta. Then beta mn equal to integration from 0 to infinity x raised to m minus 1 1 plus x raised to m plus n dx. Okay. Then using the second formula, beta integration from 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to p theta cos raised to q theta d theta, that is equal to half beta of p plus 1 by 2 comma q plus 1 by 2. So two different parameters we have, p and q here. So in case of beta function, we have two parameters, m and n. Okay, I think this might be clear to you by this time. Right, in case of gamma function, we have only one parameter, whereas in case of beta function, two parameters, m and n. Okay, then beta function is commutative, that is beta mn is always equal to beta nm. And how to find the value of beta function? Beta mn equal to gamma m gamma n divided by gamma m plus n. And then last is duplication formula, gamma m plus half equal to root pi divided by 2 raised to 2m minus 1 gamma 2m. Okay, this p formula we studied in case of gamma function also. Gamma p gamma 1 minus p equal to pi divided by sin p pi. Condition is that p should be between 0 to 1. Then we solved examples of type number 1 where we use the definitions and the properties of beta function to solve the example. We solved few examples of this type. Then we started with the examples of type number 2. Here the substitution was decided from this term, right? So we want 1 minus x, but we have 1 minus root x. Therefore, t equal to, yes, yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello,
Who is
sir?
speaking? I'm not audible.
Hello, sir.
Shreyas, bol. You are audible. Why Shreyas is speaking
Hello?
in between? Shreyas, write in chat box. Okay, let me continue. So we decided substitution from this term. Okay, so t equal to root x. Now and then it is solved. So again, see, we have root of 1 minus x raised to m. So x raised to m is the substitution. So in this type of example, type number 2, the limits are 0 to 1 only, and then substitution is decided from 1 minus x we want. Okay, so but we have 1 minus x raised to m here. In this case, we have 1 minus root x. So root x was the substitution, x raised to m was substitution in this example. Okay. Then type number 3, here the limits are not 0 to 1, they are 0 to n, and then we have to decide substitution from here. Okay. So n minus x should be 1 minus t. So substitution is t equal to x by n. Okay. Substitution x equal to t equal to x by n. From there x is obtained, limits are obtained, all the values are obtained, they are substituted, and the integral is solved. Here substitution is x cube divided by 8. So if I take 8 outside, we have 1 minus x cube divided by 8. Na? So x cube by 8 equal to t is the substitution, and then the example is solved. Then the example is solved here. Then type number 4c. Here the limits are not in the form of 0 to 1. They are in the form of a to b. So x minus a raised to n, b minus x raised to n dx. So here the substitution is x minus a, t equal to x minus a, and difference between the limits, upper limit minus lower limit, b minus a. Okay, so t equal to x minus a divided by b minus a, and then we solve the example. Last time we solved the example and the answer was like this. Let me continue with this example. We have to solve, I think, 1 or 2 examples only, and then we'll start with the next subtopic in the unit number 3. Yes, Radha, next example. Change the page. I think the last was 51. Let me start with the page number 52. I will start with the previous example. Remember, in this example, concentrate. Integration from a to b, x minus a raised to m, b minus x raised to n dx, and substitution is t equal to x minus a divided by b minus. So understanding substitution is very important. Okay, so let me start with this example, and we'll see how we can solve the remaining examples also. So I forget again, what was the page number? I think it was 51, 50, and this was 51. Now I have to start with the 52. Yes, Radha, page number 52. Date is 28. Radha. Evaluate. First, I'll write about the previous example. Okay. Previous example. What the example was? Integration from a to b, x minus a raised to some number. It was m. B minus x raised to n dx. And what is substitution? Substitution for this example was t equal to x minus a divided by upper limit minus lower limit. Okay. So we'll go through one more example of this type. So write example number 2 in type number 4. Evaluate integration from 3 to 5, x minus 3 raised to 1 upon 5, 1 upon 2, sorry, 1 upon 2, 5 minus x raised to 1 upon 2 dx. This is to be solved. Okay, so done. Substitute t equal to x minus a. So x minus 3. Upper limit minus lower limit. So x minus 3 divided by 2. So conclusion from here is x minus 3 equal to 2t. So x minus 3 is known. Second, we want 5 minus 6. So 5 minus x equal to 5 minus, what is value of x? 2t plus 3. That is 2 minus 2t. So 5 minus x should be equal to 2, 1 minus t. Okay. Also, we know the x. X is equal to 2t plus 3. So find dx. 2 dt. Okay, then we will find limits. So to find the limits, t is required. Write the t. Limits of x are known to us, 3 and 5. Our aim is to get the limits of t. Substitute x equal to 3. 3 minus 3, 0. 0 by 2, 0. 2 by 2, so 1. Therefore, the integral will become x minus 3 raised to half, 5 minus x raised to half, dx. Okay, so all these values are to be substituted. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 values are to be substituted. Substitute them. So limit will be 0 to 1. X minus 3. Okay, x minus 3 is here. 2t raised to half. 5 minus x. Here it is. 2, 1 minus t. dx. dx is 2 dt. Yes, simplify this and then you'll get the required answer. Simplify it. Okay, I'll change the page. Let me change the page. So integral equal to 0 to 1, 2 raised to half, t raised to half, then again 2 raised to half, 1 minus t raised to half into 2 dt. So this 2 raised to half, 2 raised to half, and 2 raised to 1. I'll take them outside. That is root 2 into root 2 into 2. 0 to 1. T raised to half. And I'll use this formula. Integration from 0 to 1. Beta function formula. That is equal to beta mn. Okay, so here m minus 1 equal to half. N minus 1 equal to half. Right now? Therefore, the integral will become from here onward. Root 2 into 2 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Beta of m 3 by 2 comma 3 by 2. Now convert that into gamma form. So gamma 3 by 2. Gamma 3 by 2 divided by gamma 3 by 2 plus 3 by 2, gamma 3. That is equal to 4 half gamma half, half gamma half, and gamma 3 is 2 factorial. So 4 into 1 upon 2 into 1 upon 2, 1 upon 4. Gamma half is root pi, another gamma half is root pi, and then this 2 factorial is 2. So pi divided by 2 is the answer. 4 will cancel. Root pi into root pi is pi. Pi by 2 is the required answer. Hope this is clear. Okay, next, type number 5. Actually, no need to write all these types as different. They are same only. But for understanding, we are making different types. Okay, let me change the page. Page number 54. Evaluate. One upon root of cot theta. Yes, Radhan. I equal to 0 to pi by 2, 1 upon root what is tan theta? Right na? That is sin theta divided by cos theta. That is sin raised to half theta. Cos raised to minus half theta. D theta. Getting na? So now we cannot use reduction formula number 4. 4 reduction formulas were written in previous topic, but they cannot be used since for the reduction formulas, the m and n, the powers of sin theta and cos theta should be whole numbers, not the fractions. But we can use the formula of beta function, okay? 0 to pi by 2. Before some time we have written this formula, sin raised to p theta, cos raised to q theta, d theta. That is equal to, yes, half beta of p plus 1 by 2, q plus 1 by 2. Okay, let me use this formula. Therefore, the integral is half beta of p is power of sin, half, q power of cos. Okay, so that is half beta of, so 3 by 2, so 3 by 4. So 1 by 2, so 1 by 4. And then convert this into gamma form. Using this formula. P formula. Gamma 1 by 4, gamma 1 minus 1 by 4. That is gamma 1 by 4, gamma 3 by 4. Equal to pi divided by sine of pi divided by 4. Okay, sine pi by 4. What is sine by 1 upon root 2? This is the answer. Pi divided by root 2. Okay, see, else if you don't know the beta function formula, it is very difficult to solve the integral. Okay, you might have observed that. Whatever integrals we are solving now, so if you don't know the beta function, no doubt to solve the examples on beta function, gamma function is also important. So I'll say like this: if you don't know the gamma function and beta function, solving these examples will be very difficult. Hope this is clear now. Okay, let me go through the next part. Right on. Next. Let me change the page. I am audible. Yete maza awaz?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Chalo, let me continue. Can I continue now? Can I change the page? Page number 55. Right. Next topic. So in unit number 3, 5 different topics are there. One, we started with the reduction formulas, second gamma function, third beta function, and fourth is fourth topic. So I'll write 3.4. Topic number 3, unit number 3, and fourth subtopic. This is right. Differentiation under integral sign. Right in bracket DUIS. Okay, there are two rules. DUIS rule 1 and DUIS rule 2. Okay, let me start with the DUIS rule 1. Before we start, few things are there that should be known to us, so that solving example is simplified. So give me some time. Give me 2 minutes only. Let me go through those rules so that we'll solving example on the device rule will be simplified. Give me 1 minute. Okay. So for the next some time, it is not compulsory to write. If you want to write, well and good. If you don't want to write anything, there is no problem. But you have to answer a few questions. Okay. So say, so concepts we are understanding now. Okay. Say, I want to integrate some function. Say I want to integrate f of function of x and a is there, and I want to integrate with correct. I want to integrate with respect to x, and some constants are there. Sorry. So alpha and beta, they are the constants. They are the constants. Okay. So after integration, tell me what will remain. So there will be the function of x, will be the function of a, or will be the function of both x as well as a. Yes, anyone? What will remain after integration? Whether it will be function of x only, or function of a only, or will be the function of both x as well as a. Anyone?
After putting limits,
X, only X.
After
only
doing
X.
everything. Very
Only
good. Very
X.
good. Anyone? Very good. Anyone else? Anyone else that want to explain this? After integration, after substituting limit, that is after solving the integral, it includes limits also. Huh? So what will remain? Will be the answer will be function of a, function of x, or function of both x as well as a. Anyone? One answer I got, x. Anyone having any other answer? Okay. For example, no constant means you want to say alpha and beta.
no sir, means other constant.
Okay. Chalo.
function
We'll
of
check
A.
that. No problem. Function of
A.
Function of a. So I have three different answers. Function of a, function of x, and the third answer is constant. We'll check that. No any problem. Okay. Let me take one example. Okay. Say I have x plus a. Right. I replaced f of x plus a by x plus a. Then I'm integrating. Let me consider limits as 0 to 3. Alpha and beta are the limits. No? So let me consider as 0 to 3. So what is integration of x square by 2? What is integration of ax? What the limits are? X equal to 0 and x equal to 3. They are the limits of x now. We are integrating with respect to x now. Therefore, so after integrating, we have like this: 9 by 2 plus 3a minus 0, 0. So what is remaining? 3a plus 9 by 2. So x is not remaining anywhere. X will not remain. Understand? We are integrating with respect to x now. So ultimately x will be replaced after integration. X will be replaced by alpha and beta, upper and lower limits. So x will not remain in the answer. What will remain? A will remain. Okay. So what I have to write on the left side? Some function of a, phi of a. Hope everyone is getting this. Okay. Why phi of a is written? Since after integration, x will be removed, okay, and we'll have a function of a only, the parameter a only. Hope this is clear. Okay. Now say, I think hope everyone remember what is ordinary and partial derivative. What is ordinary? What is ordinary derivative? Yes. Anyone? What is difference between ordinary and partial? Ordinary derivative. What is one?
Independent variable आणि partial मध्ये दोन पेक्षा जास्त.
Independent, absolutely. So we have to count independent variable, not the dependent variable. Independent variable is only one. Okay, then it is ordinary derivative. Independent variables are 2 or more, right? 2, 3, 4. Then the corresponding derivative is partial. Hope everyone remember all these things very well. Okay. Let me go through a few examples and we'll try to understand how we can find the derivative. Already we studied the examples in the partial derivative, but let me go through a few examples. Okay. So say I have first example, f equal to x square plus a square. and I want to find del f by del x. Yes, what is the derivative? 2x. Hope you even remember. A will be constant in this case. And whenever I am differentiating with respect to a, who will be constant? X is constant. Okay, here a was constant. Okay, so derivative of x square is 0 and derivative of a square is 2a. Right? A we are considering as a variable now. Huh? We are not considering a as a constant. Okay. Let me change the page. Let me take one call. Maximum 1 minute. Okay. So, we'll go through few more example and we'll understand. This is very important part. Huh? We have to understand this very well. So, I have to change the page. This was 55, 56. Let me go through few more examples quickly. Sine of 3x plus 5a. So tell me what is del f by del x. Derivative of sine is cos of 3x plus 5a. And then derivative of 3x plus 5a with respect to x. 3. Okay. Whereas what is del f by del a? Del f by del a equal to cos of 3x plus 5a. And then derivative of 5a is 5. I think you might have understood the difference. Okay. Then say now I want to find only one derivative. Huh? I have like this e raised to minus ax plus e raised to 5x divided by x tan x, and I want to find del f by del a only. Yes, what will be the derivative? See, the denominator contain x tan x, that is constant. Na? X is constant therefore. Right, now what is derivative of e raised to minus ax? The exponential term contain a, so we have to differentiate that. So derivative of exponential term itself. And what is derivative of e raised to minus x? Sorry, what is derivative of minus ax? Yes, minus x. Minus x, very important. Okay, and what is derivative of e raised to 5x? 0. Okay, so answer is like this: minus x e raised to minus ax divided by x tan x. Hope this is clear. Getting everyone? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Then okay, now we'll go through the rule number 1. So let me write the DYS rule number 1. Now you write with me DYS rule 1. Alpha and beta are constants. Okay, mention this. So right, consider an integral as phi of a integration from alpha to beta f of xa dx. Right on. Here alpha and beta are constants. Okay, now write down. Now see, here I cannot differentiate with respect to x. Tell me, if I differentiate phi of a with respect to x, right? So suppose I obtain d by or del by, whatever it is, huh, of phi of a. What will be the derivative? What will be the derivative? 0. Does not contain x, na? So derivative will be 0. So what I have to do? Differentiate on both sides with respect to x. This will be wrong. Okay. On both sides with respect to what I have to do with respect to a, huh? Since see here phi is function of a, right? Now go to the right side. Here f is also function of a, no doubt. It is function of a as well as x. Getting everyone now? So we have to differentiate with respect to a. Now go to the left side. Phi is function of single variable. So ordinary derivative or partial derivative? Ordinary derivative.
Ordinary.
Absolutely. d phi by dA equal to alpha to beta, no change. Now I have to differentiate f of xa. Now f is function of two variables, therefore partial derivative. Now question may arise ki how we can write this? How we can write the derivative inside the integral? That we'll understand in the rule number. Time being, let me write as it is. So we are understanding it without proof. So d phi by dA equal to integration from alpha to beta and then del by del A of f of x a. This is not 0, this is a. F of x a dx. Using this rule, we have to solve few examples. Okay, let me start with few examples. So write down. Again, why we are studying this dys rule? So that we'll able to solve few integrals. The integrals which cannot be solved directly by whatever methods known to us, maybe beta function, gamma function, then reduction formulas, then whatever the methods we studied in 11th and 12th. Those methods cannot be used to solve next few integrals. And for that we studied the differentiation under integral sign, and now we are using that. So examples. Change the page and understand how we can use the rule to solve few examples. Okay, so first example, evaluate the integral integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus x minus e raised to minus x divided by x sec x dx, provided a is greater than 0. See, this is very well known to us. Suppose it is asked to integrate e raised to minus x minus e raised to minus x. Is it possible? Is it possible to integrate this? Yes, not a difficult part. Suppose it is asked to integrate e raised to minus x minus e raised to minus ax divided by sec x. Is it possible to integrate? Yes, we can write it like this, e raised to minus x cos x dx and minus e raised to minus x cos x dx. Now, do we know formula corresponding to this? Yes, right? So integration of this is also possible. So where we have a problem? We have a problem due to this x. Understand where the problem is. If x is not there, then integration is not a difficult part that we can do directly using whatever formula is known to us. आ रहा है ना समझ में? इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट में हमने ऐसे इंटीग्रल सॉल्व किए थे ना, राइट ना? तो ये इंटीग्रल सॉल्व करना डिफिकल्ट नहीं है यदि x नहीं है तो, लेकिन x की वजह से प्रॉब्लम है. ओके, सो आई विल स्टार्ट लाइक दिस. दिस वाज एक्सप्लेनेशन ओनली, सो यू कैन लीव दैट. सो लेट मी स्टार्ट नाउ. लेट स्टार्ट लाइक दिस. यस,
e raised to minus x cos x dx आपण बाय पार्ट न करतो का?
नाही, त्याचा फॉर्म्युला आहे ना, e raised to x into cos bx dx equal to e raised to x divided by a square plus b square a cos bx. That we are using in this example only. After some time we'll use that. Okay, so we have integral like this: 0 to infinity e raised to minus x minus of e raised to minus x divided by x sec x. Now we are integrating with respect to x. After integration, suppose fortunately we are able to integrate this, right? After integration, what we'll do, we'll replace x by infinity and then x by 0, right? Now, so x will be ultimately removed, and what we'll get? Function of, yes, what I have to write on the left side? Function of what? Function of x or function of a? क्या लिखना संगा? क्या लिखना है बताइए आप? Function of a लिखना है ना? क्योंकि इंटीग्रेशन के बाद x will be replaced by 0 and infinity, so x will be removed, x will be eliminated. Okay, so write this as equation number 1. Now write down here alpha, that is lower limit, and beta is the upper limit, infinity, are constants. Alpha and beta are constant, na? Okay, therefore, so differentiating on both sides with respect to what? A, and using DUIS rule 1 और DUIS rule 1 हमें यूज करना है. चलो यूज करते हैं. Phi is function of a only, so ordinary derivative d phi by dA, right? That is equal to integration from 0 to infinity. Inside the integral we have x as well as a, therefore partial derivative लेना है. We have to take the partial derivative. E raised to minus x, e raised to minus ax divided by x sec x, getting dx. Now we'll solve this part, integral part. We will find the derivative. So 0 to infinity, whatever is there in denominator x sec x constant ना, x constant है ना, मैं यहाँ पे मेंशन करता हूँ so that there will be no any confusion. X is a constant. Whenever we are differentiating, then x is constant and not for the whole example. The role of x and a will go on changing as we do different operations. So here we are differentiating partially with respect to a, therefore x is constant. Now tell me what is derivative of e raised to minus ax? 0 na? Derivative of e raised to minus x is 0. Minus of what is derivative of e raised to minus ax? E raised to minus ax. And then derivative of minus ax with respect to a. So minus x. Hope everyone is getting this. ये हमने डेरिवेटिव फाइंड किया और एक बार समझते हैं. सी x sec x that is in denominator and that is the function of x, therefore constant as it is. Now we are differentiating numerator. What is derivative of e raised to minus ax? 0. What is derivative of e raised to minus x? That contain a na, so minus sign as it is, derivative of exponential function itself into derivative of minus x with respect to a, so minus x. Okay, now simplify this. So 0 to infinity, minus minus sign will cancel, x e raised to minus x divided by x sec x dx. We can cancel x now. Till we had problem due to the x in denominator, that now we have cancelled. Okay, now in next step I'll take sec x to numerator and we'll see how we can integrate. Okay, have you written up to this step? Have you understood everything? Till any doubt? कुछ डाउट है बताइए. कुछ डाउट है? चलो मैं आगे बढ़ता हूं. ओके, तो d5 by dA, हाँ क्या है हमें, व्हाट इज देयर ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड, d5 by dA 57 58. d5 by dA equal to integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus x divided by sec है, उसको मैं cos में कन्वर्ट करता हूं. अभी मैं इसको यूज करूंगा. हाँ श्रेयस, नाउ आई एम यूजिंग दिस फॉर्मूला, e raised to x cos of bx dx. What is the formula? E raised to x divided by a square plus b square a cos bx plus b sin bx. So what is a here? A is minus a here, right? And what is b here? 1 है, coefficient of x cos x में 1 है. Okay, so let me use that formula. So d5 by dA equal to e raised to minus x divided by a square यानी minus a square plus 1 square है ना, then a यानी minus a cos of x sin of x, right? और इसका लिमिट है x equal to 0 to x equal to, why they are limits of x? We are integrating with respect to x na, dx is there na, so they are the limits of x. Now you substitute the upper limit and lower limit and see what we are getting. So upper limit e raised to minus infinity, and what is e raised to minus infinity? 0. So for infinity we'll get 0 minus lower limit x equal to 0, e raised to 0 1 है, right? और ये है a square plus 1, स्क्वायर ब्रैकेट में आएगा माइनस a cos of 0 प्लस sin of 0 है ना. तो ये आएगा cos of 0 is 1, sin of 0 is 0. ओके, सो माइनस a और ये माइनस a, माइनस माइनस प्लस a, होप सबको समझ में आ रहा है. a स्क्वायर प्लस 1. यहां तक पहुंच गए हम. सो x रिमूव हो गया पूरे इक्वेशन से, एंड नाउ वी हैव अ डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन, एंड डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ a. ओके, सो इक्वेशन नंबर 2 इज व्हाट? इक्वेशन नंबर 2 is differential equation. Now we want to solve the differential equation. Ultimately our aim is to get the phi. Okay, तो हमें differential equation solve करना पड़ेगा. I am audible? Everyone is here?
Yes sir.
हाँ है ना, सब लोग है ना? देखना पड़ेगा क्या? देखने की जरूरत नहीं ना. B division के सब लोग हैं? Everyone is here?
Sir log a plus 1.
हाँ करते. So now I'll solve the differential equation like this. d phi equal to a divided by a square plus 1 dA. Variables are separated. Now let me integrate. So I have to make small adjustment. Then I have to add a constant. Okay. Now derivative of denominator a square plus 1, उसका derivative 2a है ना, तो 2 मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ and I will write 1/2. So adjustment I have done. So phi of a equal to half log of a square plus 1, right, and then constant. ये हमारे पास आंसर आ गया, but this is not the final answer since we don't know what the value of capital A is. So हमें capital A find करना है. To find the capital A, now we have to go to the equation number 1. आप जाइए equation number 1. For me it is not possible. You go to the equation number 1. क्या है वहां पे? What we have written? Phi of A equal to integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus x minus e raised to minus x divided by x sec x. So you tell me what should be the value of small a so that the integral is simplified, or if possible the integral will become 0. कोई बता सकता है a की क्या वैल्यू होनी चाहिए? Yes. अरे ये क्या होना चाहिए? 1 होना चाहिए, 0 होना चाहिए, infinity होना चाहिए.
1.
हाँ, if a equal to 1, the whole integral will become 0. Okay, so I am writing that. I'll explain this on next page. Substitute a equal to 1. यहाँ पे लिखना है decided from इक्वेशन 1. कहां से डिसाइड किया? इक्वेशन नंबर 1 से डिसाइड किया. तो ये आएगा phi of 1 equal to half log of a equal to 1 है. 1 square is 1. 1 plus 1 2 plus a. So ये कितना आ गया? phi of 1 minus half log 2. तो अब हमें phi of 1 फाइंड करना है. देखते क्या आएगा. चलो मुझे पेज चेंज करने दीजिए. So till we obtain capital A, phi of, हाँ लिख दीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. Phi of 1 minus half log 2. Now our aim is to get what the phi of 1 is. Let me go ahead. चलो मैं आगे जाऊं अभी.
Yes, sir.
Okay, page number 59. So from अभी मेंशन करना है equation 1. We have like this phi of a equal to integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus x minus e raised to minus x divided by x sec x dx. Substitute a equal to 1. So we have 0 in denominator. Zero हो गया. So what the a is? हाफ लॉग 2 आ गया. अब उसको 3 में पुट करूं. log a minus log b, log a by b. So phi of a क्या था हमारा? It was like this. So in this way you might have understood we are able to solve this integral. Solving this integral by any other method was very difficult, or I'll say not possible, but we used DUI's rule 1 to solve the integral. So specific type of integrals can be solved by DUI's rule. Hope this is clear. Understood? Okay, we'll go through the next example. Any doubt here?
No, sir.
Okay, let us prove that. Next example. Let me change the page.
Sir, Q is equals to 1 परत सांगा ना ते अंदाजा लावून घेतला का ते फाइंड केलं.
नहीं हे you see this equation, यहाँ पे देखना है. हाँ, तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल सपोज आई सब्स्टिट्यूट a इक्वल टू 0 पुट किया मैंने. हाँ, मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ. If I substitute a equal to 0, what I'll get? Phi of 0 equal to integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus x. E raised to 0 is 1. So e raised to minus यानी 1 आएगा ना, और x sec x. तो मैं ये इंटीग्रल सॉल्व कर सकता हूँ क्या? नहीं, काफी डिफिकल्ट है ना. सपोज मैंने a इक्वल टू इंफिनिटी लिया, यानी ट्रायल एंड एरर है वो. e इक्वल टू इंफिनिटी लिया, तो phi ऑफ इंफिनिटी क्या आएगा? इंटीग्रेशन फ्रॉम 0 टू इंफिनिटी e raised to minus x as it is, a इक्वल टू इंफिनिटी यानी e raised to minus इंफिनिटी, e raised to minus इंफिनिटी 0 हो जाएगा, x sec x होगा. ये भी इंटीग्रल सॉल्व करना पॉसिबल नहीं है, डिफिकल्ट है, पॉसिबल नहीं है. लेकिन यदि मैंने यहां पे जैसे किया है, if I take a equal to 1, what I am getting? 0. The whole integral equal to 0.
Yes,
है
sir.
ना. तो I want to select a such that the integral will become, if possible 0, or should become very simple, so that we can integrate it. हाँ, तो ये ट्रायल एंड एरर मेथड से करना है. तो a की वैल्यू क्या हो सकते हैं? 0, 1, इंफिनिटी, माइनस इंफिनिटी, समटाइम डिफरेंट फ्रॉम देम. ओके, तो देखते हैं आगे. विल सॉल्व फ्यू मोर एग्जांपल्स एंड विल अंडरस्टैंड इट. ओके, बट रिमेंबर दैट वी वांट टू डिसाइड द स्मॉल a फ्रॉम द गिवन इंटीग्रल फ्रॉम द इक्वेशन नंबर 1. ओके, गुड क्वेश्चन, गुड डाउट. ओके, चलो लेट मी कंटिन्यू नाउ. I'll continue with this question again. I will keep this question in mind, and whenever we want to decide the a, again we'll revise this. So let me continue. So write down question number 2. Prove that. I have to change the page. Page number 60 now. Write down. Prove that integration from 0 to infinity 1 upon x square log of 1 plus a x square dx equal to pi root of a. No doubt a should be greater than 0. Hence इसका यूज करके हमें क्या करना है? देखिए, hence deduce that. So this is one of the application why we are studying the device. ये तो हम देख के ही पता चलता है कि a इक्वल टू 1 लेना है और आंसर आ जाएगा. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. सो गिवन, लेट मी राइट द इंटीग्रल. इंटीग्रेशन फ्रॉम 0 टू इंफिनिटी log of 1 plus a x square divided by x square dx. सो राइट साइड में क्या लिखना है? फंक्शन ऑफ x और फंक्शन ऑफ a क्या लिखना है? एनीवन? लेफ्ट साइड में सर. phi is function of what? So after integration, x will be replaced by 0 and infinity. X will be removed. What will remain? A will remain. So function of a. Okay, now we're done. Here alpha equal to 0, beta equal to infinity. Both are constants. Differentiating on both sides with respect to x and using dys rule 1. So d phi by dA equal to integration from 0 to infinity del by del a of log of 1 plus a x square. So you might have understood we have problem due to the x square in denominator. तो उसको देखते हैं हम कैसे रिमूव कर सकते हैं. नो डाउट इंटीग्रेटिंग लॉग टर्म इज आल्सो डिफिकल्ट, दोनों प्रॉब्लम है, देखते हैं कैसे कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं उसको. सो 0 to infinity as it is. 1 upon x square is constant na, x is constant na, so 1 upon x square is constant. But log term contain a, so we have to differentiate that. So what is derivative? 1 upon 1 plus a x square है ना, into now derivative of 1 plus a x square. हाँ, इसको आप समझ में आ रहा है शायद आपको, composite function, derivative of composite function that I am using. So derivative of 1 plus a x square with respect to a. So derivative of 1 is 0, x square is constant, derivative of a is 1, फिर आएगा dx. इससे क्या होगा, x square will get cancelled, and now it is in required form, integrable form. चलो क्या करेंगे, कैसे, how we can integrate this, anyone, how we can integrate this, क्या करना पड़ेगा, कोई बता सकता है, how we can integrate this? अरे सिंपल है ना, a को बाहर लेना है.
tan inverse 1 by 8.
Absolutely, very good. x square 1 upon a आएगा dx, फिर इसको यूज करना है, using integration of 1 upon x square plus alpha square dx. क्या रहता है उसका इंटीग्रेशन, 1 upon alpha tan inverse of x by alpha. तो इसका इंटीग्रेशन आएगा 1 upon a as it is, 1 upon alpha, so 1 upon root a आएगा. हाँ, alpha square is 1 upon a, तो उसका रूट लेना पड़ेगा हमें. tan inverse of x divided by alpha 1 upon root a, फिर लिमिट पुट करने हैं, and again this is d pi by dA. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ते हैं. Can I change the page? Please let me change the page. So d phi by dA equal to, ये जो root a है ना, that will be like this. Upper limit infinity. Differential equation. Solve the differential equation. अब हमें स्मॉल a डिसाइड करना है. सो यू गो टू द इक्वेशन नंबर 1. शायद हमने वहां पे इक्वेशन नंबर 1 नहीं लिखा है, प्लीज आप लिख दीजिए. We started with given phi of a equal to, na, so you write to that equation as equation number 1. And can anyone tell me the value of small a, so that the integral will be simplified, or I'll say
Zero.
that integral,
Zero.
absolutely, integral will
Zero.
become 0. So a equal to 0, right na? So log 1, and what is log 1? 0. Okay, so hope everyone is getting this. For me it is difficult to show all these things at this moment, so I'll show that afterwards. Time being, let me continue. Let a equal to 0, right? Decided from equation 1 so that integral simplified. यदि आप लिखना चाहते हो तो लिख सकते हैं. So a is phi of 0, but phi of a equal to integration from 0 to infinity log of 1 plus a x square divided by x square dx. Put a equal to 0. I'll write this on next page. लिख दिया आपने यहाँ तक. I return up to this step. So I'll substitute a equal to 0. Let me change the page. Please check this. Is it was like this, pi root a? ऐसे ही है ना? I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ यही है आंसर. हाँ शायद है. Second part of the example, substitute x equal to 1, that's it. होप आपको समझ में आ गया, आइडिया आ गया है कि क्या करना है, व्हाट वी वांट टू डू इन द DUIS रूल. A डिवीजन. I think you got 0 marks in today's exam, huh? So does not mean that you have got 0 marks till we have not written answers in the Google form. So we'll do that on our own. So you will not come to know about the INSEE marks since it is university exam. You will come to know about the marks if the higher authority will allow us, or after the final exam. In mark sheet you will come to know about the INSEE exam. Okay. Then second, many of you are not attending the lecture at this moment. Attendance is 90. Around 15 students are not there. Hope you might have submitted the assignment. If not, tutorial assignment 1 as well as homework assignment, submit them. Tutorial assignment is to be submitted by the Monday, coming Monday. Since we have INSEE exam, the time is extended. Till Monday you have to submit the assignment number 1 as well as assignment number 2. I think we'll complete unit number 3 also. Tutorial assignment 1 and 2 are to be completed by Monday. Is it okay? If you have any problem, let me know. Okay. I'll take attendance from the respective faculties. Now I don't have time to take the attendance. Please join other lectures.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Hello,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.